quick roll call. Commissioner Nias,
Present.
Commissioner Beisel,
Present.
Commissioner Borka,
Present.
Vice Chairman Nickerson. Present. We have a quorum of 5-0. And according to the bylaws, we can enact any business for the town. Quick vote for the adoption of the agenda in front of everyone. Commissioner Nias,
Approve.
Commissioner Beisel,
Approve.
Commissioner Borka,
Approve.
Vice Chairman Nickerson,
Approve.
and I approve the adoption of the agenda is 5-0. A real quick approval of the minutes from the previous meeting for October 17th, 2022. Quick vote, Commissioner Nias,
Approve.
Commissioner Beisel,
Approve.
Commissioner Borka,
Approve.
Vice Chairman Nickerson,
Approve.
and I approve the minutes from October 17th, 2022 have been approved. Going on the agenda, I want to open it up for the action item from town staff for the agenda.
Good evening, planning commissioners. Before you all tonight, we have a conditional use permit application CUP 2022-002. The applicant tonight is Le Soleil de Duchores. What they are proposing is the approval of a CUP to allow operation of a childcare facility in suites 201 and 202 of 17606 Main Street, which everyone who in the town knows that is Liberty Village Shopping Center. The site is zone B1, which allows childcare centers through the CUP approval process. Next slide, please. So up on the screen, as I've shown before in previous meetings, here are the criteria for the CUP approval. What a CUP must meet in order to be approved, and these are the criteria that not only the planning commission will consider, but town council will also consider as well. Next slide, please. Just a little bit about the site. So the location is 1.16 acres. So that entire parcel is that size. At the intersection of Main Street and Possum Point Road, there's one primary structure. The applicant's going to occupy approximately 3,000 square feet of space in the building. So that's two suites, suite 201 and 202, as I stated before. The previous tenant was a insurance company. Currently, there are approximately 90 parking spaces on site. Per the town of Dumfries zoning ordinance, there are 16 parking spaces that are required for the proposed use. To go along with that, I would just to explain a little bit more about the child care center. They're going to be serving children from ages of 3 months to 5 years old, which more can be found in the application that is in your agenda packet tonight as well. And next slide, please. This site is located in the Main Street Small Area Plan on the screen right now for everyone to view. Just for preference, it is in the upper right-hand corner, which is surrounded by the red and yellow. It is staff's understanding that, that this is the future light, that this is what we want in the future. So currently, while the current zoning of the property is B1, there might be zoning changes in the future based on the Main Street Small Area Plan. Next slide, please. So to go along with that, staff has determined that the proposed development is consistent with the comprehensive plan. Staff feels that this childcare facility or daycare center, either or, whatever it may refer to it as, it will serve future residents of the town along with current residents, with the hope that in the future, with a more mixed use Main Street, that folks will be able to walk their children to this daycare facility, and also drive to pick up their children as well. The use will benefit the residents of the town as well in that regard. At last count, there's only, I believe, 2 or 3 childcare centers in the town of Dumfries off the top of my head that I can think of. So adding a third or fourth one is a great opportunity. And considering that the population size is continuing to increase with the amount of development we have in the town, I believe this will be a vital business in the future for the town. Staff concludes that the development proposal will not adversely affect the health, safety, and general welfare of persons occupying and neighboring the site. And just to go off of that a tiny bit, if you could please go back a slide, please. 2 more. Yep, right there. Thank you. I just like to point out that there is a light at that intersection. So those pedestrians who are going to travel by car will be able to safely park and also maneuver in and out of that site as well. Can you go 3 slides forward, please? There we go. Staff recommends approval of CUP 2022-002, subject to the following development conditions, which these 3 conditions, I'm not going to read them out for you all tonight, but these are the ones that are that we include with all of the CUP applications that we presented so far with the town. So staff feels there's no other needs. There are no other development conditions to include besides these 3 that we have here tonight. That is all from me. If anyone has any questions, or if you'd like to invite the applicant up to answer any questions, feel free. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'd like to call forth the applicant. If you want to say a few words, just go up to the podium. Before you make your statement, I'd like to ask that you affirm that the application is still true as of November 14th, 2022.
Okay, well, thanks for hearing us and inviting us out. I'm Tony Majors. This is my wife.
Fanny Ristori Majors.
Fanny Ristori Majors. My wife has had this passion for taking care of kids for a long time. She is now doing daycare in home, and her passion has kind of grown to wanting to expand. Having to we live in Potomac Shores, and we realized there's such a growing population of just young people moving in from the military that have babies, and felt like it was be like a great opportunity.
Nature's growing a month every year.
It's a great opportunity to give more people more options for daycare. I myself am a software engineer for Rocket Mortgage. I'll be running the day-to-day operations behind the scene, more so just making sure that everything lines up. Crossing T's, dotting I's, just make sure all the paperwork lines up and move forward. So that's me in a nutshell. Honey, you have anything you want to say?
And you already say.
Okay.
All right. No problem. While you're up, I just want to give the Planning Commission opportunity to ask any questions if we have any. Commissioner Beisel, any questions for the applicant?
My only question is just if the property has a second layer of entry point. So like if there's a door and then there's a second door behind that, that way, the kids can't just run right out onto the street, or if there's an entry like room or waiting room in the front facility. I think that's important, just so like you have a second buffer to get to what is Route 1 out there. And that's something I like the idea of this facility. I just want to make sure that you do have that second layer of security.
Yeah, it is. We have like kind of like the lobby that's in the front. We like the main
So
entrance.
that would
And then
serve
there's
as that.
the, yeah.
Okay. No further questions.
Commissioner Borka, any questions for the applicant?
I have three, and I'm not sure if they're comments or questions. First, if you're going to operate a child development center, daycare center, it looks more, looking at the business plan, I appreciate a copy of it. We are all able to read it while we're here. If you're operating a CDC, you're going to ensure that your staff is first aid training annually, things like that. That's all safety, which is not part of a conditional use permit, but just to make sure the staff is trained in first aid. Does the area, two questions, does the area have a place for external play safely? Like, I know there isn't in front of the building, but I don't know what it looks like behind it. And is that part of the access that you're going to use for exterior activities?
You want to answer that?
Yes, we're gonna actually take that.
Sorry, can you go in
so-
closer to the microphone?
We're gonna use that exit door to actually go for activities. We're not gonna be using the stairs or anything else. We're gonna take that outside door. Am I answering your question?
Yeah, I was asking, is there like a
Yep.
fenced in area in the
Yes,
back?
we
that kids-
spoke with Mr. Cleveland about all the what we need to improve or change. So personally, he's going to he offered to put a fence all around, and then make sure that there is no car who park just in front of the playground.
Yeah, to answer your question, he is going to put in a fence in that back area. So when the kids come out, there's an exit door that they come out of and come around the back, and then they'd be right into the play area around that back section right there.
Okay, so there's an exterior
Yep.
area that'll be fenced that they'll be able to play in.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
The suite numbers are 201 and 202.
Correct.
Having not gone to the building in a very long time, does that indicate they're on the second floor? Is this a second floor daycare facility or is it on the first floor?
Second floor.
It's on the second floor. And is there anything to mitigate child safety going up and down the stairs? Parents carrying babies, any of those kind of things?
Besides the elevator?
There's an elevator. I didn't know there was an elevator. That's a great answer.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. That's all I have.
Commissioner Niaz, any questions for the applicant?
Yeah, I have a few questions. Maybe I didn't read through the whole details yet. What's the time of your schedule for the whole day, like a Monday through Friday from?
We're kind of debating on 6:30 or 7. It just depend on, because we kind of look a little bit the area.
Okay,
The demand is more likely to be 6:30 than earlier.
Yeah, so
Okay.
6:30 to
6
6:30 a.m. to 6.
to 6.
p.m.
Yes.
6:30. Okay, so what
It
is,
could be sooner if we end up with a lot more
Demand, earlier demand.
that needs earlier daycare, but
okay,
or it could be 7 if we don't have that.
okay.
population.
Since your experience, I want to ask, usually how many people will be around with 30 kids?
30, it's per state is one staff
Mhm.
per 8 kids.
Okay, so you have enough stuff.
Yes,
that.
yes.
Okay.
We
So-
always have, one staff
Uh-huh.
with an assistant.
Okay, you do have a security camera inside
We will install all the security cameras.
Yeah.
for the
Mhm.
security for the kids running around. and
Yes,
safety.
yes.
And do you guys provide food there for them too during the day?
So so in the very beginning,
Uh-huh.
we will provide the food.
Okay,
Um, once we get the numbers to about 15,
Mhm.
then we'll be having food served from, I think it's like the Fairfax County.
Yes.
For delivery.
Fairfax
So
service
they
food,
will,
yes.
they will then
Okay.
take over the food.
Okay. All right, so they finish at 5 o'clock, you said?
6.
6 in the
Yep.
morning,
Yes.
evening. Okay. That's good. That's what I want to know. Thank you.
Sure.
All right, thank you. Vice Chairman Nickerson, any questions of the applicant?
Well, Commissioner Diaz answered one of mine as far as the kitchen. That's what I was wondering about. When you say you guys are going to serve the food, do you have a nutrition plan that you're going off of, that
It's
something that's approved by the county or by the town that you would?
yes, it will be approved by the I think the
Virginia
social,
Department of Education.
yes,
So-
it has to.
Right, right.
But yes, we have a weekly menu schedule for the kids.
Okay, and as far as security cameras, are you also planning on having cameras outside and pointing towards the playground area as well, or you just are dealing with cameras on the inside?
We haven't thought about it.
Yeah, we were only thinking about the inside, but that's a good.
Yeah, you really need that with the
Okay.
way kids were disappearing and
Yes,
whatnot.
that's good.
Yeah, so that's a good one. Thank you.
How many restrooms does that between the two suites?
2.
Two.
It's 1 in each,
One in each?
yes.
How-
But you need 1 restroom in for 12 kids,
Okay,
yes,
so if you grow, as you grow, you might have
yes,
to invest in putting in another.
another, yes.
All right, yeah.
Because we want you to grow, so,
Yes.
you know.
That's our goal, to stay in a Dumfries area. Yes.
Okay. That's all I got.
All right. My commissioners pretty much answered all the questions I have, so I don't have any questions of you. Thank you.
Okay.
As a matter of procedure, I have to open it up for public hearing, even though there's no one here. So open it up for public hearing at 7:18 and close at 7:18. Would anyone like to make a motion for vote for the approval of the application? Make a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second?
I'll second that motion.
All right, going to vote to approve the application for the conditional use permit 22-002 as presented according to the bylaws of the town. Open it up for a vote. Commissioner Borka? Approve. Commissioner Beisel?
Approve.
Commissioner Niaz?
Approve.
Vice Chairman Nickerson?
Approve.
And I approve the application. Passes 5-0. I'm going to open up for open forum for all the commissioners. Commissioner Borka, anything?
Nothing at this time.
Commissioner Beisel?
No comments.
Commissioner Niaz?
No, I have nothing.
Vice Chairman Nickerson?
Yes, I just want to say that I wish you the success with this project, and I'd like to see you grow along with the growth that we plan on having in this town. It's an exciting time for Dumfries, and we're trying to draw more people back to our town, and I think a business like this will help with the need to take care of these children. So I'm hoping it's successful for you.
Thank you, Vice Chairman. I have no comments. Motion to adjourn the meeting. Anyone for motion?
Motion.
Motion to adjourn. All right, a second?
I'll second.
All right. Quick vote. Commissioner Borka? Approve. Commissioner Beisel? Approve. Commissioner Niaz?
Approve.
Vice Chairman Nickerson?
Approve.
And I approve the adjournment of the meeting at 7:20.